This is a video over, well, one of 3 videos over belt cracking. Belt cracking is a training sequence within Shuai Chiao. Like you have the forms themselves, Chiao Belt, belt cracking, apparatus. Those 4 functional things are very important to your development in doing Shuai Chiao. Beyond the throws and the strikes and kicks and the follow-on techniques, all of that. But to be able to improve yourself and maximize your abilities, these different training approaches are important. So I learned these from my Sifu Master John Wong. When I first learned these, I just assumed they were like another apparatus. And in a lot of ways they are. Each apparatus helps to develop certain aspects of the body. But at first I thought, well, maybe they're just for grip strength. And then later I could see that they're footwork. And then I tried to combine the 2 concepts together, the gripping and cracking the belt, the footwork. And in a lot of ways, stepping and cracking the belt, that sound helps you to kind of coordinate the body and help it to, everything to end at the same time, let's say. And then, on another level, it's the belt and the resistance that you're utilizing between the hands. It's helping you to engage the core, the obliques, the abdominals, the lumbar, the deeper core muscles, the psoas muscles, etc. Even the hip hinge itself, so the upper and the lower portions of the core, it's really helping to strengthen that. So anyway, this first video is pretty short, just basically the basic outline. There are 12 of these in the sequence that I do. And the way that I do them, if you're teaching or you're a student or you're, there's more than one version of these. More than likely, there's other people that have more than 12. There's probably other groups that do less than 12. So don't take it. Well, this guy's wrong because of this. Just look at what I'm sharing and see if it will benefit you or not. If it doesn't, then it can reaffirm that what you're doing is better, or it may give you some more insight into what you're doing. So that being said, I use the belt. If you take it and make it into 3s, I feel the easiest way is like this, and then I just slide it and I make 3 equal parts. Right? I just slide it together and I make 3 equal parts. Another thing. It's the width of it. I see people and they'll have a belt like this wide, and when you have the belt this wide, you're really just working the shoulder girdle and like the deltoids and the minor pec and part of the trap, this upper portion, and maybe you're moving a little lats, but if you find the middle of the set and slide it out to the side so it's about as wide as your shoulders. So now when you work the movements, you can actually engage the hip and the upper abdominals. You can engage these muscles more. Another thing, the way to crack it. I'll see people that do it like this. I see people that fold it and do it like this. And to each their own. To me, it's about keeping the belt taut in between the 2 hands. In other words, it's not. I'm not doing it like this, but there's enough tension that it doesn't fall, and I'm definitely not closing it together. Now, there's one form out of the 12 that the belt is folded and it opens. Things like that. But if I just keep it slightly taut, and when I go to change the belt, I'm actually twisting it like this. And that tautness and the twisting of it is what generates the sound. Okay? Again, you don't have to do it this way or like this with the pieces. And again, the wider I hold it, the less I'm going to be able to make the sound. I'm relatively good at making the belt make the sound, but if you're doing things like this, when you're doing it, you're not going to be able to, again, engage these muscles, in the back and the core itself. It's going to be much harder. I mean, it's not that you can't, it just it won't be as beneficial. Another thing too, when I go to use the belt and I go to crack the belt, avoid doing this. Okay, you'll end up potentially straining the wrist or pulling against it, and in this way. So when I do it, I try to keep the pinky up like this, and kind of at a 45-degree angle, right? I don't even do it like that, but at least this way, I feel like I can support it more because you almost push out with the thumb. You're doing the action like that. So again, try not to, if you're trying to do these the way that I'm sharing them, that's what I'm basing this on. So, so try your best not to raise the elbow above the shoulder line. Try not to like you're swimming with the belt. Try not to hold it too far apart. Remember, like I said, widen your shoulders. And when you start doing it, or even when you've been doing it well, the belt is, it's going to slide in the hands. Just go back and find that and adjust it again. Other than that, it's pretty much it to get started. Personally, I have no idea the history of if these were around before my Long Master Chong. I'm assuming they were, because I see other systems of Shuai Chiao utilizing them in one way or the other. Same thing with the apparatus. So based on that, they've been around for a really long time. And if you're doing Shuai Chiao and you're not putting the effort into learning these, there had to be a reason why, potentially, quite a few generations back did these. I don't think they just did them just because. They did them to improve, and again, I think, they're one in their footwork. Two, I think they help with grip. I think they help with coordination of the body, and also I think they help with developing the core in which to move with the body, right? So I have the momentum of the body, and then I have the explosion of force from the core. And I think that's very important. And in doing that, your throws will be more explosive. You'll be able to, from a somewhat neutral or static position to explode into an action. I think they help with all of that. And again, I don't think any, there are things that are in martial arts systems that I think that we don't understand, and we don't maybe put value to them because maybe they're not explained thoroughly to us so we understand the value of them. But in reality, I don't think anything, even if you don't believe something has a benefit, the people that are training in that system or whatever, they should find the purpose behind them and see the value in them. But to just don't want to do something because you don't like that, or you don't think it has value, maybe you just haven't understood or you haven't put time in to see if it works or not. So I think that's that way with all martial arts systems. And so anyway, like I said, I hope you watch the other videos. I will break them down to 6 per video, and I will give a brief description of what I think they do and how they work. So thank you for watching.